team ban.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Game number 2 of the best of 5 between OpTic Gaming and Animal Planet, some of NA's finest. And man, I love seeing these people play. Animal Planet, for the second game in a row, does the impossible. They win a game with Ritsu on the team. I'm just kidding. He played amazingly well. Joining me this game, Tomato's gone. Hate that guy anyways. Joining me will be Moxie. Moxie, how's it going?
What up, Grant? I'm glad to be here. Looks like there's gonna be a really good series here today, guys. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, have you, did you watch the, I'm assuming you definitely watched last game, I know that. Did you watch that first series? Oh, man.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I thought Cole had that in the bag, and man, Animal Planet clutching it. It was insane.
It really was. It was like a 1% chance to win. They do it. Even last game, Tomato saying Animal Planet's such a bad spot, but they turn around. I don't know. I mean, people can talk about Ritz all they want, but his skill is second to none in the game. And the new Kit Track, he's been drafting. He's killing it right there.
Yeah, pretty solid drafts coming out from. I'm really surprised. I'm really excited though. I'm glad to see another NA team coming up here, showing that they've got what it takes. So I don't know. I'm pretty. Well, so what are you thinking? I know you asked Tomato in game number 1. Who do you thought was gonna clinch out this series? Who do you think it's gonna be, Grant? Give me your NA knowledge here.
Man, I mean, my NA knowledge was that OpTic was gonna 3-0 Animal Planet easily. That's already ruined, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'll take a sip of Monster, and I'm gonna realize I think OpTic is still the better team. I think they misplayed a little bit, but the thing is, in any sport, esport, whatever you want to call it, when you get on a roll, it's pretty it's like a train, when a train starts driving downhill, good luck stopping unless you're Superman, and it feels like Animal Planet's a train going downhill.
I definitely found the momentum, and pretty excited to see if they're going to be able to take this all the way and do a total upset here on what you were predicting.
That'd be crazy. It really would be a big, I don't think people realize, I think this would be a huge upset.
10 seconds.
All right, so what do you think about this opening here? We got a Clockwork for the side of Animal Planet, and we've got the Sand King Witch Doctor combo coming out here from OpTic. And an Omni Knight. Oh, snap.
I was thinking they might actually just take Bryle's Shadow Fiend there with the Clockwork, but they don't. I'm sure we'll see OpTic Gaming probably banning it. I like that OpTic already has 2 stuns. I think stuns are so underrated currently in Dota. You see, we have Cask, we have Sand King stun, then you have Clockwork, who he is hook shot and battery soul, but it's not a true stun. And then they just take Omni Knight. I'm not really sure why. I'm sure the rest of their draft will tell us, but I guess we'll see.
I mean, we've been seeing a lot of Omni Knight lately. He's so strong, especially the way that the repel and such has been reworked. So, or not the repel, but the dispel rather.
Yeah, but it's crazy. I think we might see be interesting. Maybe Animal Planet bans Razor here, because Razor's passive still does one of the few things that purges that repel, which is nice. And there's Shadow Fiend ban, so
Yeah, definitely. That guy has seen so much play, even like in the South American scene. Like every team has been picking that guy up with the new way that his razors work. That stackable damage, too good. But get your wish. They ban out the razor.
Yeah, so there we go. The 2 most obvious bans. Luckily, we call them. We get it right. You bring up South American scene. I'm glad someone else finally. I follow the scene. I don't cast it as much, but I don't know if you actually like super follow it, as in you're in all the Facebook groups. That stuff is, oh my goodness. There are layers to that scene.
It's crazy, and it's super crazy too because the scene's so volatile. So you never know who's gonna end up on what scene. I know, like Tomato, for example, has been working with Pain Gaming recently, trying himself out here. We got Wee, who's over at what is it, Galaxy Battles right now, too, standing in. So
I'm interested.
Know.
I'm interested to see what happens with that. I mean, is we all so individually I know they speak English on some of Pain speaks English at least, or not Pain. Yeah, he's over there with Pain, right?
Yeah.
Because Infamous and Pain are over there. That keeps throwing me off that there's 2 SA teams over there.
I know, it's great. I'm so excited to see this scene just get more and more play here.
Yeah, me too. And I mean, they've shown in the past they can do it. SG taking games off EG, as well as, I forget, some other team at minors and majors. It's nice to see. And, do you know when this qualifier is for SA, the GESC?
I didn't already go?
Did it? I know this in SC.
We already had it.
Did it? Maybe you're right. Sorry, it's been a long day.
No worries. No worries. Oh, no like in this game though. That's all banned out here.
Fine with that. I'm actually surprised it made it through this far. We saw like in the first series banned first phase every single time, and look at that, the respect ban on the Ritsu Terrorblade. You just don't want someone who's on a roll to get their most comfortable hero. Well, I think that's smart.
Yeah, no way. Not after what we saw in their last game. If you don't want him to grit that terribly, the guy is just too comfortable in that hero and just creates too many problems with it.
Well, we see OpTic has the pick here. They also have last pick, which is nice for him. Usually they like last being CC and C's hero, but they haven't been doing that as much. I wonder if they'll go back to it here. Now Enchantress, I mean, we still don't know. That could be off lane or it could be support. Sand King and Enchantress obviously can trade roles.
Yeah, it's pretty nice being able to have a little flexibility with that draft, definitely. Probably, I think I was looking at some of the drafting earlier. I think they really like running the SK as a 4, so I'm probably thinking that we'll see the Enchantress as a 3, but again, anything's possible.
Yeah, and I think they also might have picked the Enchantress here to make it so they don't have to ban Chen, but do you really want to play a Chen against an Enchantress?
No. Answer's no.
And I always been doing that quite a bit. Well, who's your favorite hero to watch and to play? Are they two separate?
Yeah, I think it's separate. My favorite hero to play is Io. It's definitely one of my favorites. I like being just a hard support, you know, making sure I'm the ambulance generally.
Yeah.
You know, making sure that everybody's safe.
I gotta ask now, how many people have raged at you for a bad ultimate?
Actually not too many, surprisingly.
Oh, that's good.
But like I said, it's one of those things where I'm usually coming in as the ambulance at the last minute to take them out, not necessarily take them in, because half the time they don't pay attention, they break tether, and I'm just like, well, shit, I'm by myself, so.
That's good. But you don't like watch, he's not your favorite hero to watch.
No, I don't know. I think Enigma's still probably one of my favorite heroes to watch. The Black Hole, man, I got really excited seeing that in your last game that you just did with Tomato.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such an exciting hero, because there's so much pressure. You gotta wait for that perfect moment to jump in and get, you know, that Black Hole, but...
Yeah, that's why I've been loving watching Bambo play in Europe. He plays it like every other game, and I love it. And also, I just love Bambo. Like, that's what a perfect, like, hero-player combination. The craziest player with the craziest hero. It's great.
Lots of lockdown coming out from OpTic, though, here. Speaking of, you know, we got the Tiny pickup, he's got the Avalanche, you got the Cask that's going to be bought out, you got the Burrow Strike, and although it's not technically her lockdown, you can always get a Sunturd creep for his Animal Planet. I love the Glimpse function, though, on Disruptor. I think that is such a good skill, and it's one of, like, the very few. It's like that and, like, Kunkka's X being able to, you know, call back.
Yep. I always call, like, Disruptor for me, if you're in a winning game, like, Disruptor feels like one of the worst heroes as a 5 position if you're losing. But in a winning game, like, if say you win, like, a fight 4-2, you're always going to make that 5-2. Disruptor is the one hero that can actually do that, especially with the Clockwork, right? Because you can just rock it for Vision and Glimpse back. I love the combo they set up.
Oh yeah, Vision game's always super strong with Dota, definitely. Especially when you see, like, Night Stalkers getting picked up as well for nighttime vision.
And Peter, it's funny because the other team has it, but Peter, I remember the first time when we cast, I think it was like Summit 4 or 5, he talked about, like, when he was drafting a TI and all that, all he cared about was Vision. The Vision game was the most important part of drafting for him, and now it looks like Aoi might have taken a page out of his book, even though he's not the captain technically, but he played with him.
I'm sure he has input. I'm sure he has input on this.
Sure, and this is funny too. You have what the biggest of all rookies, Kittrack here, coming in, captaining a team full of veterans, and you're going against Peter. If you say, "Yo, can you name one NA captain?" People are gonna say Peter. Such a
absolutely.
Yeah,
guy's a legend for his drafting.
Yeah,
but, you know, Kittrack's holding his own here. He's been solid drafts.
Loved it. It has to be nice too. Your Kittrack, you have Ritsu and Bryle, these two players who everyone knows are good in pub games, individual skill, and you're just here, like, you know, maybe he just asks, hey, who do you want to pick? Who are you feeling good on? And they're just gonna make it happen. And damn, that's different.
That was not something I was expecting to see in this series, but we got ourselves a Phantom Assassin, the old Wombo combo, right? You get the Phantom Assassin jumping into the middle of the fight with an Omni Knight heal bomb on top of that if you get...
Damn. And I like it. PA used to be like Tiny used to be the biggest counter to PA. The only reason his old Craggy was good was, like, against PA. And now that Tiny doesn't have it, well, I'm sure PA is going to have a great time here.
Be excited to see if we get some major crits coming off of this Phantom Assassin. Again, though, light on the lockdown.
Yeah, they are. And I mean, they have good team fight, right? Disruptor, Omni Knight, but sometimes it's hard to set up that stuff if you don't have any stuns. And I'm interested to see, what do they go? Is this a middle PA or is it a carry? I actually don't think Ritsu plays PA. So I think this is going to be a middle PA.
How do you not play PA?
Oh, maybe he doesn't farm quick enough for him. I don't know. Ritsu's a farmer till he dies, so maybe that's... I mean, Battle Fury and all that, but I think this will be a middle PA for Bryle.
I'm really interested in seeing that. I was looking through some of my notes here that I was making, and he's got such a like large hero pool. Like going through, like seeing what they've been picking in the last couple games and stuff. I don't think PA's been on that list, so pretty excited to see what he's gonna do here.
Me too. And also a decent I forgot, decent counter Enchantress. The Blink Strike, the attack is very nice against Enchantress. You get one crit on her. She has terrible strength gain. She's great versus physical damage, but Phantom Assassin pretty much counters her Q ability.
It's definitely something that you want.
Here we go.
Nothing like just staring at her and very slowly trying to hit her. But they get a Dusa here too for Animal Planet. All right.
This is different. Now
You seem flabbergasted.
I mean, they're pretty much doing the same thing as last game, so I think it is going to be a Ritsu PA then, because you're just going to roam around with these 4 heroes, right, while Bryle farms on Medusa. That seems to be the plan, and that would mean it would have to be PA for Ritsu.
That's a pretty nasty goon squad too if he's rolling around with, you know, the Omni Knight, Clockwork, and Disruptor.
Yep.
It's going to cause some problems early on.
As long as Moon doesn't... As long as he's not level 1 at 5... On an Omni Knight, you cannot be level 1 at 5 minutes in. Like, Brew, I'm surprised he made that work. Big props to him for just making it work, but on an Omni, you have to have a presence in the early to mid game.
Yeah, I felt like Panda just non-stop was getting just hunted down the entire time and like had a very difficult time getting off the ultimate. But again, like you said, he made it work. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
Really
and we
is.
get a Pycat Clinks.
Oh, wait, and so far it looks like it is a support Enchantress, unless they swap. It could be mind games. I'm always nervous to call it, but 33, the 4 player.
So Ritsu Phantom Assassin, though,
Yep.
from what it's looking like here.
I'm excited to see how he play. I think he's just going to play it. This is actually almost the exact same draft as last game. Like, the play style, at least. Not the heroes, obviously, but they really do. They just want Bryle to farm, while PA wants to farm for 10 to 15 minutes, get, like, that first item, and then just run at people. And he can kill Enchantress, Witch Doctor, Clinks, Sand King, if he does have a Dust. It might work.
I'm sure at least someone on the team's going to be carrying Dust if they're looking for Pycat here, so...
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
No, Zai doesn't even have the crab set. I'm sad.
That is like one of the best sets.
Right, it's not a crab. That's Nyx. What does he have? He's like a lobster? I don't even know. He's some underwater creature.
Like that. Yeah, we've got a lot of sea creatures now in Dota 2. So looking at this draft, Grants, which one do you like better? Which one do you feel is going to be the stronger one here?
Overall, I think OpTic has a better, and the Clinks, obviously, with Diffusal, it actually was a buff. The Diffusal thing was like a buff, especially against Medusa for Clinks, but, I mean, oh, there was a pause, great.
We got a
Probably
pause
Ritsu.
already?
Sure is Ritsu. Let's see, if it is, I swear. It was actually Ritsu.
Like, I feel like this is what
a
you
meme.
just expect at this time. Yeah.
Just a Ritsu pause. But, I mean, Animal Planet, they have the same kind of draft as last game, and they made it work, right? Maybe they shouldn't have, but honestly, if I had to pick one, it probably would be with OpTic, but, you know, the heart of the cards is with Animal Planet right now.
So what are you loving more about OpTic's draft, though, here? Is it just because they've got a little bit more on the lockdown? You know, Clinks is going to build that Diffusal, really start to be a problem for Bryle?
Yeah, I think they just come online a lot earlier. If Zai gets any sort of quick blink there before, like, the 12-minute mark, they can just run around the map, and if they stun Omni Knight, who's going to save him? Kit Track, who's going to be, like, level 5 at 15 minutes in? They have no save if Zai jumps on top of Omni Knight, and I think that could just be the biggest thing. They just have better team fight early game.
All right.
Better skirmishes, I should say.
5 seconds remaining.
We've definitely been seeing a trend with the current meta, at least I know, especially down again with SI. But you know, seeing a lot of just early towers being taken, lots of momentum going, and just being very, very efficient with your objectives here. And I think they have a lot of potential coming out of OpTic for that, especially with that Clinks and the Enchantress. But yeah, that's a pretty scary lane for Moon. I mean, you've got a lot of different types of lockdown coming out here. The Burrow Strike, if you can get a nice cask off on top of that, it's going to be difficult for him to get away if he gets stun locked.
Can't wait to see middle. I think, again, it's going to be Bryle plus Owie, 2v2 against. 33 will stand middle, I think, for, like, the first minute, right, because he can't get any creeps. And then, I don't know, it'll be interesting. CCNC did not get very much help last game. Like, Owie just ran at him as Rasta, just spamming level 1 lightning, and he couldn't do anything against it. We'll see if they prioritize CCNC a little more this game.
I mean, it's interesting, too, when you think about the fact that back in the day, Dota was a 1v1 mid sort of deal. Now you've just got so many heroes nonstop.
Yep, which, I don't know, I'm a Dota purist, obviously, and I like that, but, I mean, if I'm a Dota purist, it means I like evolution and watching Dota expand to where it is, so but still, I love 1v1 skill. Like 1v1 Shadow Fiend will always be the ultimate NA thing. You're in an in-house league. Guess what? 1v1 loser gets banned. Happened between most famous one was probably Demon and 747 like 2 years ago, and Demon dumpstered him. Well, I kind of miss that.
Both dropping down the wards over here. I think they did spot out that Aoi placed it. So they should be able to get a speedy D ward.
That's so they commit 3 heroes bottom. Interesting. Brawl will just get the rune, and look at this Ritsu. They're actually saying maybe he should start middle. This is all about the lane thing. They want PA to have a good lane. You don't want PA versus Sand King, right? Obviously, you don't want any melees versus Sand King.
No, that's going to be too difficult for her to deal with, definitely. Yeah, seeing the... I don't know. Are we seeing the lane swapper? Yeah, it looks like Moon's headed top now.
Oh, and Kitchak and Brawler here, they're going to get double stunned.
Yeah, there's a big cast coming out. Looks like Kitchak in a little bit of trouble here. Lots of damage coming out from the steering arrows. Can they get the kill? Yes! PPD. Gonna get that first blood.
I just can't see it. How can you walk uphill against a Witch Doctor? You don't know where the Witch Doctor's at. You're just going to walk with 2 heroes up there. All right, well, let's see what's going on.
Well, he's feeling brave, I guess, you know?
Yes, and, well,
Feeling confident.
Hope his bravery got shut down there, because, you know. And now Peter gets the counter ward, and that's nice.
Oh, that's so much gold for him, like, right off the bat, right? 100 gold right there, making up for that sentry. He gets first blood.
And boots again.
What's he gonna do with all that money?
Damn. And the same thing happened last game, right? He got the first blood, and he got boots before 30 seconds. That's crazy for Peter. That's so much fun for him.
He's like the hard 6, generally. Living that Lux life. Good stuff right there. So we got an aggro try down here. What do you think about that? How you feeling about that?
I think it's fine. It's, the
PA's... top lane, Zai is already having a lot of trouble dealing with Moon Meander here with this lineup.
Yeah, Zai is going to rotate bottom. He's going to get TP. Just go. I think.
Yeah, Pai's already top here. Pai's already made the transition. He says, yeah, I'm out. I don't want to have to deal with this. Just going to harass Moon here for the most part. And we do see the rotations coming out. Looks like Kitrak's already made his way back top, so a little bit of musical lanes here.
I do want to say the Sand King waited to TP to bait out. He waited for Pink to TP top, and he TP'd immediately after because they had that ward that they placed, so they saw him TP. So OpTic's winning, definitely winning this laning war right now.
I'm surprised that Ritsu's still down here, actually, trying to deal with Zai and all this wonderful caustic finale that he's throwing out. You see a rotation, though, coming out top with the Enchantress, trying to provide a little bit of support here for Plycat. Looks like he's struggling a little bit. They do have a nice Satyr here, though. Sneaky, sneaky Enchantress here.
Ritsu barely gonna live bottom, has to fairy fire that last Maldic tick, and yeah, it looks like he's gonna TP on back top.
Yeah, Bryle got really, really low there, too. It looks like we've got a Wild Wing Tornado just kind of spinning around in mid. It's always lovely.
That's the most annoying thing, because you can't do anything to stop it, right? It's just always going to spin on you, the damage. It always pushes your wave in as well, and you don't want to be last hitting under a tower as Medusa. Like, it's so hard to do, but is he just going to feed it? No, I think it should live.
Man, I feel like... Alright, so we do see the rotation coming out here. Moon's made his way down bottom, dealing with Zai, and Aoi's actually going to make that rotation, just trying to zone out a little bit more.
Biggest thing is to know when you stop rotating. Like, you're using so much, like, I mean, TBs, health potions, all those things you're using. It's good to get a favorable lane matchup, but if you're losing a lot of gold to get it, it's almost not worth it. Look at Ritsu's just getting handled.
Yeah, he just, oh, the enchant coming out, it slows him down so much. Just needs maybe one more hit, and it's actually going to be Plycat who gets it. Yeah. Kitrak, again, like, what's he going to do about that?
This one, it feels so bad to be a disruptor, right? Because, I mean, what do you have a Thunder Strike and maybe a level 1 Glimpse or a level 1 Kinetic Field? It's not good. I mean, Disruptor, the same thing will happen to him if he goes to lane. He'll just die instantly. 2 Searing Arrows and an Enchant. See ya.
It looks like Omni Knight, he's trying real hard to stay here in this lane. So I actually had to pop his Salve. He was getting pretty low as well, but looks like SK getting the best of this lane. 15-1 CS right now as compared to 11-1 on the Omni. Not super huge, but they do make another move over onto Moon here. We'll force him back. Hog's coming out, gonna burn a lot of Zai's mana.
Yeah, oh, I love it, man. When I actually like, oh, the cask, is he gonna bounce back?
Bottom, is he gonna get that lucky bounce? Oh, they turn this back around. There's a big heal coming out though. PPD might be in a little bit of trouble here. He's gonna try to run himself away. And I'm not sure if Moon's gonna try to chase him down. Looks like Zai instead's gonna be the sacrifice. He burrow strikes himself forward. Can he get himself away? He's sitting at 15 hit points. PPD now in a little. Can they turn this around? Can they get the kill over on? Oh, but that gas! That is a feels bad, man, if you're Moon right now.
God, and I was like, Moon had to heal the Clockwork, who wasn't by any heroes, to save him from Maledict, and by not healing himself, he died and he didn't get the kill. It would have been like, it might have been better just to heal himself. I think he might Orb of Venom. Yeah, he's dead.
One more hit. There was a disruptor there.
Better luck next time.
Had OpTic. Oh man, Zai was sitting solo in that bottom lane. He played that so well.
Yeah, I think just. Yeah, I think both teams played it really well. The only thing is just the Moon had to heal the Clockwork instead of himself. It would have netted him a kill, saved himself, and instead, they just lose a hero and don't gain anything.
And Bro sitting solo here. Ooh.
Damn.
This Deuce is not having a good time in mid.
Nope. And I love it. This is the thing, right? You see 33 top getting hero kills, but he's sent 2 Wild Wing Rippers middle already just to harass. So he's had an impact in 2 lanes in CC&C. That's what we talked about. They need to prioritize him more, and he's 27 and 10. He's doing great.
Yeah, he's enjoying life right now. This is like a spa day for him in this lane.
Yep, even in the river. Have you ever actually been to a spa?
Lane?
I haven't. Oh.
We'll have to make a trip, Grant. Looks like Pycat, though. He's in need of a spa day because he is taken down by Owie.
It's a nice kill. TP to the shrine, heal up.
Oh, well, that's all going down. Looks like PPD gets a nice kill on Moon.
I just don't see. Why would you put mud on your face? What does that actually do? Sorry, I'm still on that.
It's supposed to tighten up your pores. I don't think you should go outside and just put any old mud on your face.
Oh, that's me rejuvenating
very
mud?
unsanitary, you know?
Okay. I'll just check.
Zai's got to be real careful down here. Moon, he's got, you know, plenty of mana. He's got that soul ring, too. Top lane, too. Looks like we've got a little bit of a skirmish going on. We got that Wild Wing throwing out the tornado. Ritsu's coming forward. He's looking for this kill over onto Enchantress. They need to be careful. Oh, that's a nice Kog'Sa coming out here. Can they get this kill? And it looks like they're going to be able to take down PA, but they'll clean up over onto the Clockwork. Or not the Clockwork, I'm sorry. Onto Pycat here. Glimpse coming back here. Lots of bounces. Oh, nice. Coming out. One more hit. 33 will be able to take him down.
He's having a good. Enchantress, he's having a time. 2-0 and 2 has been involved, helped middle out. Level 4, like Enchantress isn't a hero that gets a ton of experience, because you just want to you want to grab a creep and go to a lane, right? Being level 4 at 6 minutes in is actually insanely good for her.
Yeah, I mean she's getting that experience now.
She is. And it's a 4K lead already at 6. I didn't realize how bad this was going for. I knew middle lane was going bad. I knew Ritsu was having a bad time, but even Moon can't save it.
Alright, Pycat is on the hunt over here. They're looking. We've got the Enchantress. She's behind the tower. Does have herself a Centaur creep. Looks like they want to do something here, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to quite find it. Meanwhile, top lane looks like Ritsu's going to enjoy a little quality time to himself where he's not constantly being harassed by, you know, Enchantress and all of her wonderful friends.
The fact PPD is a full level above a PA. Oh, and here we go.
Yeah, top lane. Those bounces, man, have just been on point. Gonna try to dodge herself where she's sitting solo. I think that last ticket damage is gonna be able to take Ritsu out. Here it comes. PPD is on a killing spree.
And the biggest part, they get the experience because he died before he got the TP off. Damn. This is like, I mean, this is what Animal Planet like Animal Planet. I mean, you have a Medusa for late game and a PA, but you wanted to kind of run at the other team. This Enchantress pick now makes so much sense. Such a good pick.
Man, they're really thinking about jumping over here on Braille. Got PPD standing nearby. They have a nice ward, though. We'll be able to spot him out. They could easily turn this around into a kill. Owie studs out with the cogs here. It looks like Braille turned back around. Mystic Snake, one more hit. He's toast. We'll be able to go throw out the Avalanche, followed up with a nice Burrow Strike, and they'll get a revenge kill on Owie.
Yes, they do. Not only that's a 1-for-1 trade, and they get the top tier 1. Clinks is just farming amazingly well. What are you going to do?
I mean, he's being super active, too, on top of everything else.
Look at the net worth really quick. Sorry. Oh, Peter was actually 4th. Peter was in 4th for a second there. Jesus.
Well, it's got to be feeling pretty nice, considering he's almost always super, super broke.
His mana boots. I've watched Peter's whole career, and this is the most farm I've ever seen him on like a hard 5 support.
That's good. I'll be looking forward to, oh, he just dives right in here, has no fear. Throws out a casual cast over at Broyle. Looks like 33 was looking for a net. Not going to be able to quite find it, but again, not really too concerned about this. 33, maybe a little bit over his head here. Just gonna kind of sprank himself away. Does have the glimpse back though, and they've got Aoi standing nearby. He's got the battery assault. Does not have the cogs just yet. Nice burrow strike coming in, followed up with a nice cast. Toss up into the air. And there wasn't Aoi there, but he's popped. He's gone.
That's a good kill. I'm pretty sure Aoi's like one of the most. He has phase boots. He's pretty farm. They just get a free kill, and they're going for a tower. They're gonna get it as well. Holy smoke! Dude, these last this whole last series and this one has just been so strange. Like none of the games have played out the same at all.
Oh man, Pykat's on the hunt over here. Looks like PA Spidey Sense was tingling though. She backs herself out.
Sorry, go on.
Sorry, just looking at the way that they can just stand in the dire jungle. They have no cares in the world. They're not afraid. They're just taking their resources. Like, that's gonna feel really, really good for them right now. Bottom lane though, Zai sitting really, really low. Mean Meander, he's looking. Oh, he takes a wrong turn in the woods. He's still trying to find him. No, this is looking. Oh, he misses the purification. While all this is going down, they get a kill over on the Dusa in the top lane as well. Oh my goodness. PPD getting another kill here. What is happening, Grant?
I don't know. OpTic, they turned it around. They're like, wait a minute, we're gonna lose to a team that's not sponsored. We're one of the biggest first-person shooter sponsorships ever. We gotta make something happen here. Honestly, oh, here we go. They're going for Pycat.
They do spot out though. This is looking kind of bad for Pycat. I don't think he's gonna be able to make it out this time around, unfortunately. Although, you know, as I say that, no last-minute dagger, gonna be able to clean up. And 33 giving chase now, gonna try to put out a couple last hits here. Actually denies his creep, doesn't want to allow that to go over to anyone. Zai's still down here, just doing his thing. 1v1 in Moon Meander.
He knows. He knows he can't really farm, but he doesn't want to like lose all the experience under the tower. One of the biggest things though, Ritsu, like PA, like you have some heroes, right? Like a Medusa, at least you can split shot farm, snake farm, you can catch up. Like, what does a Phantom Assassin do to catch up? She has nothing built in. You see, she queues up the Battle Fury. That's so far away. Like, she has no flash farming capability at all.
No, they did a great job with just shutting down her lane, making sure that she didn't, you know, get that CS that she needed. And again, they're taking advantage of the fact that they can punish her for this. She doesn't have that flash farming mechanic, can't take stacks. Now's just got her treads now. Those casual raindrops too.
I just love it because Moon can't kill Zai bottom either now, right? Like if Moon goes in to try to heal bomb, Zai stuns him, someone just TPs immediately, right? You just can't do anything. Here we go, he's TPing top.
Yeah, they're looking like they really want this top tower here. PPD's getting in a nice position. He's waiting for everybody to group up so he can use that cask. And top tower's just gonna melt. Got the Cardi with them too, man.
I like Ritsu's like ate himself so deep in with that quelling blade.
Nice, I got the creep that's stuck on my screen up in the air. Nice.
Oh, yeah, that's great. What'd you name him? I always name shit like that.
I guess in honor of our first cast together, I gotta call him Grant, right? That seems like the only logical thing to do. Look at these guys, they go right into the base.
He's dead! What do you mean you're naming Grant? You said he was dead! Come on. They are. They're actually just taking base in 12 minutes. With 2 cards.
Relax, you're doing fine.
Alright, thanks. Well, he's Moon now.
I don't know. There's a bit of aggression coming out here. Oh, the hook shot coming in from Aoi, though. We'll be able to grab the Sand King, and they're going to try to burst him down here. They've got the repel up and running over onto Ritsu. Aoi's sitting really, really low, though. He's going to get taken down by a big throw coming out from PPP as he lands his bottom over there. They'll turn back around to Pedestal. We'll be able to get the glimpse off. Looks like CCC going to be able to blink himself away. Witch Doctor trying to put as much damage as he can over onto Ritsu, and it'll take him down. Bryle now is in a lot of trouble. Avalanche will connect. Look at all these impetuses. They're just slowing him down left and right. The Snake Lady is just so slow. She cannot get out. She's got no mana left. One more hit. Actually, we'll be able to pop the one. They'll throw the toss out over onto 33. Pure damage. Is he going to be able to get out of there? Oh no, it's not looking real great there. Where the Enchantress looks like Bryle going to make his way back into base just in the nick of time. But that was a big fight with no objective taken. And a very dead Sand King. And a dead Reset though.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's a 1-for-1 trade, and you also, I mean, the tower, at least you damage it a ton. Now, like, split pushing is a big deal if they take that tier 3 when like, no one's looking. But still, Aoi was so close to hitting a 2-man hook. If you get a 2-man hook there, right, you get a 2-man kinetic field, 2-man static storm, but barely misses it.
Yeah, things might have turned a lot differently for them if he was able to manage that, but...
What a crazy... God, this is nuts. This is just a crazy game to me. Like, they just pushed base at 12 minutes in with, like, none of the normal pushing heroes, right? Like, maybe Enchantress, but you don't think of these other heroes as being that. Let's push base at 10 minutes.
I mean, you also don't think about a Witch Doctor being this farmed at 13 minutes in either, but, you know.
Oh, and they're going with CC&C. He has a Soul Ring
He's
too.
looking. Oh, jumps forward. They get a hook shot. They'll follow up with that Static Storm yet again here. Tiny's having a little bit of trouble. Should be able to get himself maybe a kill. We'll be able to throw him up into the Ritsu though. He jumps right in. There's a purification like we talked about. He is toast. And then comes Brile. He's got the Stone Gaze. We'll be able. Can he get PPD? Yeah, they'll turn around. They'll get PPD, and it looks like 33 is gonna just sprank himself out of the situation. He says, "No thanks. I do not want this." Look at Moon. He really was thinking about. He's like, "Oh, if only I could catch her. If only I could catch that pesky Enchantress." But while all this is going down, Pycott, let's get closer and closer to that Dessa. He's got himself a double damage rune too. Tasty.
So what is Enchantress like considered? Like, is it like a female centaur? What is it?
I feel like she's supposed. Oh boy, never mind. Looks like Moon Meander found himself in the.
We're on the right hero though. We're in the right section.
Yeah. I mean, I got it. I got it on the in-game camera.
I got it. Don't worry. I'm on point right now. But still, Brile's not farming very well. But at least Brile is getting some farm now. Still a 6K lead, but that dive for the clockwork, that was the 2 grid. That's cockiness again. Like last game, OpTic was ahead. They did stuff like that. They just need to calm down. CC&C, you had a good early game. Let's transport it into the mid game. Don't go too crazy.
Right, lots of deep healing breaths, some Lamaze breathing maybe.
Yeah, oh, definitely. I know their manager Kodiak, great guy. He already got the lozenges for him.
Nice. They're already making their assault here for this top tower yet again. And again, they don't even worry about going into that Roche pit. They don't even have the Deso fully online on Pycat. Like, that's how confident OpTic's feeling right now. Moon needs to be really careful. He's very forward. Will be able to go forward. They jump in with the Burrow Strike. Immediately follow up with the hook shot. They will be able to get the Static Storm off. It's looking pretty scary right now. Looks like Tiny's going to get taken down. They'll pop the Stone Gaze too. PPD is toast. And now it looks like, oh, the Glimpse coming back. Oh, you're not going to be able to sprunk yourself out of this 133. See you later.
What is OpTic? I just don't even know what they're doing. They're just running at the base. It's not like they have terrible like late game. They have a tiny. They're not even to mid game yet, and they're just throwing. That was a 3-for-0 fight for no reason. I'm so confused.
Well, Pycat was so close to getting that Death Side too. I was really surprised they were going in for that particular push. Like just a couple more gold, he would have had it. They could turn around. They could try to go like Roche even if they wanted to. You know, they got an Enchantress. They've got a Deso, and they just really want this top tower, and this top tower calling their name, Grant.
It really is. But now you just look at Moon. Moon's level 12 now. Is he the highest level in the game? Oh, my thing's not changing. Yeah, he's tied up there. He has farm. He has the 90 gold per minute. I mean, this Omni Knight's just gonna be able to keep Ritsu alive. If he jumps in, the repelled PA, like you said before, is so strong. I think they're gonna stop throwing bodies. Like at least get a Roshan first before you throw bodies.
Well, it's so interesting too because they've got two, you know, they've got a tier 1 bottom. They've got 2 tier 2s on the side of the Radiant. Like, I'm a little confused why they just keep going for that top tower, why they need it so badly here. Jump forward though, coming out from Zai, does find themselves a clockwork. Will get those steering arrows up. He tries to hookshot himself out. Not going to be able to do it quite in time here. Ritsu heading out here in the trees, working on that Dessa, decides to TP out. And I think that is a smart call. And a casual puppy dog getting chased down here. Runs to Puppington. Nah, Enchantress says nope.
That's 125 gold. That's so much gold for one creep. Now. And there we go. Look at this. They're like, oh wait, we can go and get 200 gold for our entire team by killing a tower. That's a lot easier than going top. Well, maybe not. They're setting up for middle. Oh, is he gonna ult Force Staff in?
I don't know. He's looking. Yeah, he's gonna channel up the epicenter. Here we go. Jump forward over onto the Omni Knight. You can't repel yourself, Omni, if you can't move. They'll have to pop the Stone Gaze. Brile running himself out. Here, Glimpse comes out. He's gonna send our friend all the way back. But jump forward again. More gold here. He's got his eyes on the Scroll Summoner.
Honestly, I think that helped him. By sending PPD back bottom, CC&C can tank the tower while he gets healed. Unintentional help.
Best kind, right?
That is. It's like, oh, I was gonna bring up the story. No, okay, so nah, it's a Walmart story. It's not worth it. It's a long story with a sad payoff.
Oh no! I got another dead creep here on my screen. Man, it is just raining creep bodies.
I had that one too. There we go. See, look at it. Why didn't they do this before? They're just taking down, getting the free gold, getting a little bit more farm. So much easier around the map.
There's a very ambitious Moon Meander, just runs into all of them with the repel. But we do have follow-up coming out here. Looks like Ritsu will TP back. He'll get the glimpse off throw over. Oh, but the force grab. Zai's actually gonna make it out. Trying to run himself away here. They still have the sentries though. They'll be able to see him through the sandstorm. And it looks like Mighty Crit gonna take him down. They'll turn around though. They'll try to put some more damage over onto Aoi here. It looks like 33 trying to run himself out. They're gonna be able to grab him. No, they don't have anything to stop that TP.
Damn.
And PPD now is frantically running himself away, saying nope, 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 nope the whole time.
They're chasing Aoi with the...
Maybe this is a high-speed chase. Yeah, the glove's back into kinetic field. Aoi turns around, gets the cogs out. Tries to put out a bit of damage here, throws out the cask as well. It's a damage, but not going to be enough here. Aoi TPs himself home. He's sitting so low. He's going to make it. He's a survivor. He's the Beyonce here.
Yep. Oh, it's a great song. Man, if he just had an urn, one urn, that's a kill. Do you think Beyonce was better on Destiny's Child or Solo?
I don't know. She's Queen Bey. I don't think we're allowed to say anything about her, right?
You're not,
like everything she does is a good choice.
Okay, except that one. I wasn't a fan. What was that one song?
Which one?
I don't know. I was trying to think of one to like make a point, but you're right. She's actually the greatest.
And here we do. We finally have the Roche going down. Interesting. They're not letting 33 tank this here at all. I would have thought that would be the prime candidate to get hit in the face by the giant scary monster. They do start to make their way over to that pit though. Are they gonna go in? Yeah, the rock flare comes in just last second. Looks like they'll be able to take the Roche and Pycat will get the Aegis.
There we go. So they got the tier 1 bottom and the tier 2 bottom, and they got a Roche only for Zai's. So they traded and Peter's life. So 2 kills for 2 towers and a Roche. Still a very good trade. It feels like OpTic's on a clock, but I don't think they're on that. I guess if they keep throwing bodies, they might be on a clock. But what does Ritsu have now? Just Helm of the Dominator.
Yeah, he's getting close to that death, so he can get one of the Mithril Hammers at the very least. But he's got to be really, really careful here.
All he's doing is sit like in top lane the same. He just sits in trees, throws out daggers for CS. That's all he can do versus a Blink Tiny.
That's a sad life.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he's just gonna TP out. Doesn't want anything to do with this. How's Brile doing here? How's his farm?
Yeah, talk to him. Yeah, decent. Dragonlance Yasha. He's going Sanjin Yasha. They want that initial burst damage or the Tiny to not be able to just one-shot Medusa, I think.
I mean, they kind of have to, right? Because Tiny's pretty farmed here. Pretty scary. Got a team net worth about 7.5k over to the side of OpTic. Not so much with the experience earned, about 2k lead, so not too shabby. But all right, they got that Aegis. They got an Aegis over on Pycat here. They really just love this top tower. Like everyone in the top lane. Looks like they will make the rotation though over to mid. Try to take that first.
Might as well.
Like that.
To me, it's free gold. These out of base towers are free gold because it's not in a choke point, right? That's all Medusa wants. Medusa and Omni Knight get in a choke point, ulti, good luck. The middle tower, a lot more room to work with on Radiant.
Looks like that smoke's gonna run out though. They're hoping to grab someone beforehand, maybe bait Pycat a little bit. Zai standing up over here on the high ground. They haven't spotted him out yet. He's looking for that perfect opening as they go for this tower. Does he even defend this? I don't think you do, right? You just go high ground? Moon's really trying though. It's a fearless Omni Knight. This tower's going down though. Fallen Timber here. Jump forward, Moon. He gets stunned up immediately, followed up with the throw. Oh man, we'll be able to drop the repel though. They'll try to defend. They'll turn themselves around here. We'll be able to go ahead, grab the Tiny. He might be able to get himself out fast enough. No, this is looking a little scary right now for CCC. He can't blink himself out. We'll be able to go and throw one person up into the air, but this is looking not so great for them right now. They'll turn back around. Pycat, he's doing plenty of damage, but he's sitting really, really low. It looks like PPD's trying to keep him alive. Ritsu though, gonna jump forward. They'll go ahead. They'll pop the Aegis. PPD running himself out. Aoi already though getting into position. They'll throw out the cog. They'll throw out the kinetic field. Throw everything out and the kitchen sink here. PPD's ultimate actually gonna get just taken down here. They've got the dust. Pycat, he's trying to run out, but Brile, he's got that triple kill.
Is Animal like they don't? Man, this is the team fight from Animal Planet. Like the calls, there. I don't know if it's just completely Kitray or other people are making calls. These are such good plays. Like they wait for everything to get blown on Moon Meander, right? And then Aoi hooks in afterwards, so they have no spells to stop that. And then guess what? Brile just runs at you. Ritsu runs at you. Ritsu doesn't even have items. They're winning these fights with absolutely nothing on him.
I mean, when you've got the power of an Omni Knight that's still alive too, aren't you just supposed to be what he says, right? Be fearless.
And I mean, he is. I don't like that haircut on him, but whatever. He's got like a Jerry curl going. It's all good though. I can't believe know what I looked at? I saw a picture at TI this year. Why did no one tell me I had a mullet? Like, I knew I wasn't combing my hair, but I had a... Oh, my God. I'm just
Man,
upset
I didn't
now.
know you well enough at TI. I got introduced for a brief second with Annie. It looked like you had a lot of people talking to you.
Yeah, but just I have a mullet. Like, anyone should have told me. It's all good, though, you know, whatever. Maybe it's my style. I don't know. Maybe I'll grow it
They all
out
love
again.
you too much, Grant. They don't want to hurt your feelings.
I wouldn't love me if I had that. Well, CCNC, I hate Sanjin Yasha in general. Unlike any heroes, we have one on Tiny and we have one on Medusa. Medusa I understand a little bit more now, but this Tiny one, like, he pretty much, by getting that, it means you're not going to scale that well, right? He's getting a BKB next. That's no damage. It's a little bit of damage, but you're mostly just trying to sit there. I don't know. Not a fan.
Not
of
a damage item, though.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, they've been really targeting this guy really heavily. Every time CCNC is anywhere in those fights, they immediately try to grab him, throw him in Cogs, throw him in Static Storm, just make it so he can literally do nothing, and they just kind of wail on this poor little Tiny. Not so tiny anymore, obviously, but...
Getting bigger.
Ooh, double damage in on Bryle. Working on that Scotty life.
Be nice to have, and Ritsu does have the Death Soap now. Just, that's so much more damage in general, because even if you're just sitting in the back, right, you throw Dagger, you apply the Corruption to somebody, and then Bryle just brings them down. It's so nice. You don't have to commit in anymore as Ritsu.
Definitely having an item makes PA much more confident, much more damage, and you know, they've been doing well in these fights, honestly. It was looking a little bit sketchy in the earlier game, but you know, Bryle's doing quite a bit of damage. You've got that Omni Knight. As long as he doesn't get bursted down immediately, he's able to keep them alive, and seen some really nice Guardian Angel ults coming out too.
It's been nice. Moon's had a hell of a... After last game, and it even got first blooded, right, this game again, but as I said in like the first series with Trout, like early game kills before 10 minutes almost mean nothing. Like if you're a fan of a team, all right, they got a kill, but in general, it means nothing. It really means nothing, which kind of sucks for Dota, but maybe it's just me.
So what's the plan here? What's the plan for OpTic right now? Because it seems like everybody's just kind of pushing out lanes, going back to farming. Obviously, you know, the game gets better and better if Animal Planet here gets more items on the Medusa. Oh, did they spot him? Oh, that was close. They've been forced back. They will grab CCNC though. Oh no, Quinn, not like this. Gonna try to run himself out, but the follow-up with the hookshot. The follow-up with the Static Storm as well. Into the Cogs. Oh, this Tiny, he's looking like he's just gonna get taken down. And one mighty purification from Moon Meander. Moon Meander's revenge here.
Yeah, and we're seeing it. Wards placed down, Rocket shut off. Glimpse is so easy to hit. Damn.
Glimpse is such a good spell.
Yeah, it really is.
So good.
Like just that's one of the best feelings in a pub, right? Glimpsing someone who just TP'd. I actually think that might be one of the greatest feelings.
It's gotta be one of the most triggering things too. They do spot him out. They have a sentry ward over here. Looks like Kit Track caught on the trail here. Dusa will turn back around. They actually pull him a little bit further away from Dusa, but that long range lasted here coming out from Bryle. Mystic Snake. There was a Sand King.
Damn.
See you later.
God, I can't believe this game's at 27 minutes right now. Like they were pushing the base at 12 minutes. And since they took that tower down to 480 HP, they've done 60 damage to it. And PA's caught up. Medusa is the most farmed in the game. Damn, what a crazy change of events. Turn of events? Yeah, that's right.
I love it. I love it. It's been a bloodbath since we got started. Like, these are the types of games that I like.
Me too.
I don't want to see people just sitting there and farming the entire time. I want to see people running at each other. And Lord knows OpTic did that in the top lane twice now, so.
What do you go as Moon? He got Solar. Oh, he's going for Crimson. He's just going full smart. Like, he has the 90 damage talent, so even without stuff, he's just running at people. Phase boots the 90. He does 200 a hit.
No, that's pretty ridiculous.
And he's been frontline. I love how he's just frontline. Usually as an Omni, you're like, okay, if we pick Omni off, we're going to win this game easy. Moonman's like, whatever. Good luck killing me. I don't really care.
I mean, he has been like the first target that they jump on almost every single fight, it feels like, right? They try to stun lock him as fast as possible.
They can't do it. Oh, I forgot about that. I haven't watched PA in so long. The 20% cleave. That's actually, well, there's a little bit of a comeback mechanic there. It's not the best, but it's something.
It's better than nothing, especially when you've been shut down as hard as Ritsu has early on.
Yeah. Now, Bryle, level 20. He has hit his form. 800 mana. Good luck ever killing a guy who went Sanjin Yasha 800 mana now. I don't know. He's going to have a Scotty in about 2,000, less than 2,000.
Yeah, this Dusa is very rapidly becoming an issue for the side of OpTic here. Especially when they blow everything on the Omni Knight, right? Everything's being dumped over onto Moon, it feels like. They're gonna have to reevaluate that strat soon because they gotta leave something left over here for Mr. Brile.
They've done Ritsu's done a great job. He's found 2 Ice Ogres in a row. The Frost Armor, people don't realize how good it is. 8 armor plus the attack slow. With that, like, they actually can't jump on Moon if he has Ice Armor on him. He doesn't right now. He's a Vanguard now, as well as Evasion. They're going for Roche.
It doesn't look like anyone on the side of OpTic has any idea right now. It looks like they're just gonna walk into the base here. Thoughts on that?
Well, I think this definitely better for Dire as long as they get it in the next 10 seconds. But they're losing a chunk of their base. They do have a glyph. They're going to use it. There we go. They get it. Cheese as well. Do they have TPs? Where's Ritsu? Uh-oh. Oh, but they're leaving. Okay, they didn't know Ritsu didn't have a TP. He's going to fly one over from the side shop, but they're fine. Yeah, that's super worth it for Dire. They get a cheese and an Aegis. I keep forgetting it's the second one. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, it's only 30 minutes in, pretty much, so.
What is
lots of action.
Yeah, I'd say OpTic's down. I mean, it says they're up 2K. They're so far behind this game, though. It's insane how far down they are while being up 2K. How do they come back? They don't have the team fight anymore. I mean, you have an Omni Knight who's super farmed and a Medusa who's farmed. That's all you need, plus a Disruptor ulti. Like, OpTic has nothing to counter that. They just don't. They have to get pickoffs with Clinks, right? That's the whole point of the hero.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that they've got the BKB up and running on Tiny this time, so he's going to be able to do a little bit more than just standing there and staring at everyone. They got a BKB over on the Clinks, but again, it's not a damage item. Uh-oh. Bye-bye, PPD. Ran into the wrong part of the river there. Too many heroes.
Well, he's getting another... That's a 355 gold kill for a 5 position, too. That's just free gold.
Best kind of gold. What's Sai doing over here? Looks like he's gonna try to cut that creep wave just a little bit.
Have you ever worked
Making it rain.
Have you ever worked I need an opinion. Have you ever worked like a server job or anything?
No, I've done retail, but I haven't done actual serving.
Cool.
Why? Oh, Dire.
Retail. That's great. Yeah, so they get the curry. Now they're pushing bait. Because I accidentally, when I was at a restaurant, I didn't have American dollars on me to tip, but I tipped decent. I tipped 4,000 Philippine. I don't know. I just don't know. Is it wrong to tip with foreign currency?
Usually, yeah.
All right, now I feel. At least I tipped. Like I didn't. Like I even felt. I felt bad about it too. I should have wrote on the money. I feel bad about this. Oh, they're going in, and there's the BKB.
Gets popped over here. They jump in over onto the flames. He's gonna turn back around. They're gonna be able to burst. Jackie is just out of here. They get to the tower. They'll turn their attention over here onto this rack. And Ritsu just frantically throwing daggers out left and right. So I gotta go ahead and use that sandstorm here. And Deuce is here. Deuce is trying to push them out. So you see, he turns around. This is still gonna be a very dead Tiny. But they get a tower in Rack's top, and did they get anything mid? They only got a tower. But they did lose their Tiny here, so.
Yeah.
Oh, they get the shrine. Is Pycat? No, Pycat's not gonna finish that off.
Yeah, he's nervous. He saw. Yeah, his Tiny was there. Ritsu's still chasing out. Once Ritsu, well, he has his BKB pretty much after this. That was a nice play by OpTic. There you go. Give him the old the switcheroo. You defend middle in, don't show yourself top, and then all of a sudden there's 3 heroes top with. I mean, they didn't know they had BKBs, right? They both just picked them up, and they just ran in, got a melee.
Now, can they rinse repeat that, or? That's pretty scary stuff right there.
I mean, they definitely have more mobility, right? With the Clinks, the Sand King with all his items. I mean, Medusa, that's her one thing. No mobility. That hero is just nothing. She has a full eye and a quarterstaff in her backpack. Almost a butterfly. At some point, Brile's just going to get to a point, 6 slotted. You're never going to be able to push into her, and then if she pushes into you, she'll take your base quicker than you can. We'll see. Ritsu needs more farm, though. That's the biggest thing. Still needs more.
I mean, he's getting the space, though. He's, you know, this is a very scary deuce up. Moon's actually got a gem on him as well. He's got a full pipe. Like, this guy is just a force to be reckoned with right now. But top tower going down very, very quickly here.
But look at this bottom. They got to be careful. They have TV back now.
Yeah, Aui's already made himself back. It looks like we're gonna get the Enchantress, 33. Gonna try to push him off here. They're still kind of amassing, though, around the Dire base. Deuce, though, Brile, they really just can't take him down with a solo Enchantress. It's not gonna be very, very good here. Big tower tip taken down over onto the bottom lane. Looks like PPD getting bullied here. Oh, he's gonna dodge the hook shot just in the nick of time. They'll turn back around. They're looking at Reed, so they'll be able to throw him up into the air. He eats the cheese, though, might find some. Oh, but the dog's coming out from the cats. He blinks right to here. Static Storm gets used over on Sand King. Does buy himself a little bit more time. Does have the Yules. They've got, oh, they don't have the gem over here. He's gonna be able to make himself himself over onto the high ground. That sentry coming in handy, but during all this, Pycat gets another Rex.
That's what we call the. They did it again. The bait and switch. They tried to push top. They didn't even do that much damage to the tier 3. Dire didn't at least. And guess what? They just take a fight middle as well as bottom and ends up going well. That's the good thing about Clink. Strafe. When Strafe's up, they don't have a glyph. You're taking a Rax.
Man, that was adorable. I was just like hitting their shrine. It was just like tap, tap. Just a little Sand King doing Sand King things.
That's all he has to do. Got it. Is the plural for scorpion Scorpy?
I don't know, actually. That's a good question. I feel like it's scorpions.
Okay. Yeah. Wait, I think Scorpy's a Pokemon. That's on me. All right, never mind. I don't know, like season 7 or something. Who knows? And this is the problem. We talked about the no stuns, right? That's why I liked OpTic more. Is because they had more stuns, and during the middle of this game, I'm like, oh man, they're just gonna lose. But the stuns are definitely paying off now. We see they can't lock anyone down. We saw middle lane. He missed the hook shot. What can they do? Nothing.
They can wave goodbye to him as they just run away.
That is what they did. Well, here we go.
A little bit too cheeky here, I think. Yeah, they'll push him back. We'll be able to burrow strike himself forward. They've got the glimpse, though. They've got the vision. We'll actually use the static storm for him. That might have been a little overkill. What do you think?
They got him. Whatever. They need kills. They're down 7K, down Raxes, and.
But like, is this where you see OpTic? They're like, okay, he doesn't have static storm. Is this where we, start pushing the envelope a little bit more, try and be a little bit more aggressive?
Think, but if you're too it, like, your lanes always have to be pushed in. Luckily right now they are, so they could, but top lane wasn't pushed in. Where you see Ritsu try. I just don't know how they push the envelope with the Medusa. Like, you just run. They're clearly not scared. They're just gonna backdoor if she pushes. It's a good question. Why does he have the eagle song in his backpack and not the quarterstaff?
I think he was trying to switch maybe and got distracted by hitting creeps. I don't know.
So now he just has an there we go. But now he doesn't have TP, whatever. That's whatever.
That's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
No. Smoke up there looking for. I think Moonmander has to go for a sheep if they make it.
CCNC needs to be a little careful here. We'll get the stun off. Kiptrek coming forward is gonna. Oh, they missed the hook shot though. He's gonna have to use the BKB to get himself out of this situation. Does have an MKB online now as well for that PA. Oh my word.
Now CCNC's got some farm. Now Sanjin Yash is a lot better. Oh, man. Still feel I want to.
That was a deep sigh there, Grant.
I'm just like this game is interesting. Now it went from just running at each other to avoiding each other as much as you can. It's the opposite of what you wanted, Moxie. They've changed it.
I know it's the caster's curse, right? You say that you like something or something's gonna happen, and then the players somehow they just feel that change in the wind, and they say, "Yeah, no, enough of that."
Yeah, we're not doing that. I do want to get whoever's making the call. I assume it's Peter. It might also be a little bit of Pycat. Whoever made the decision to stop 5-manning and running at towers and instead play a more like cat and mouse game definitely deserves a credit for the last 10 minutes of this game, if not the win if they pull it off.
I saw what you did there. You're very careful about the way you phrase that, just in case Caster's Curse came to grace your desk up too.
Just in case. I mean, they definitely deserve credit for whatever that happened in these last 10 minutes. It saved them the game either way, but if they lose, then, well, they suck.
Very, very blunt there, Grant. KBD and Ritsu are just gonna stare at each other for a minute.
Ritsu just doesn't even do enough damage. Level 4 heal, he just doesn't do enough damage. Oh, he's juking.
He's trying to find him here. Oh, can I get the vision on time? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Ritsu just gives him the big old crit.
Oh, top lane though. Here we go.
Pycat, they've got vision. Oh, look how fast he's just hitting this. Like, we'll force the fort out though.
Only Kit here. He's like, please, someone else come. Oh, bottom. CCNC.
Oh. I don't know, but they'll be able to take the racks over here. CCNC's hiding out in the trees here. Looks like Deuce has made her way back. Can they get the kill over onto Zai? He's going to get Yule's stuff. Bottom lane, though. CCNC just making it rain. He's got not a care in the world because this is space. They're able to take that top tower here. Looks like Zai in a little bit of trouble, not going to be able to get himself out of this predicament. And they just kind of give up on CCNC in the bot lane here. Yeah, they'll be able to take down Zai. But that is a tower and, well, Rax, rather. The tower was already gone. And Moon and CCNC will just give each other the goo-goo eyes down here.
And now we see CCNC. I guess even if they had stuns, what do they do against a Tiny with level 3 grow? Good luck. Status resistance.
Yeah, it's actually insane, that passive.
Man. So well played by OpTic. Like, just the change of the flow of the game. It still amazes me whoever made that call so good.
Well, it wasn't working, so they definitely had to change it up, and they found what works for them now.
And just look at the net worth. You're like, man, if you looked at this game and saw that like OpTic's winning this, you're like, man, that Medusa, how can they lose this game? Well, they are currently.
Man, look at the difference in experience earned too. It's like a roller coaster. Start up real high side of OpTic, dips back down to Animal Planet here. This has been one heck of a game so far.
I think Moon has to get a Sheep Stick. I think Sheep Stick's like the only game changer for him right now. We'll see if any of them get it. Well, we'll see if Roche is a game changer because they're just going for it. See how all the lanes are put. That's smart. All the lanes are pushed in. Top lane isn't as much, but that's the lane they're closest to, so they're fine with it. So this Roche is really safe.
Highcat's just gonna take the shrine right now. Looks like Tiny's already pushing. They'll be able to grab that Aegis though. Looks like Ryle's gonna have it. So I mean, this guy's pretty tanky here. It's gonna take a lot to take him down. He's got the Scotty. He's got the butterfly on top of it. They do have the MKB though up and running over on Tiny. Reach has already made him say home, preparing for the inevitable onslaught. I'm sure.
Yeah, they probably know. They already TP'd back. They're like, oh, no one's on the map. Wonder where they went.
Yeah, the Vision game's not super great right now. Both teams, I believe, still have gems on them. We got that one ward over there, over by the Roche pit, trying to make sure they don't get any surprises. But let's see. Moon had one. Yeah, Moon still got one. And then does PPD have the other one? Yeah. So gem gaming going on. We're not going to see a lot of wards on this map.
Like, what do? You have a refresher shard right on the Omni. You're like, man, I can't wait. Let's take this 5v5 fight, and well, maybe they will. Rain's here.
Oh, there's a jump forward though. If they can get the kill over to Omni Knight, they can burst him down. It doesn't matter. He's out of here. Gem's on the ground now. Owie, he's got the hook shot, but he's just gonna get obliterated. BKB coming out here from Ritsu. Looks like CCNC already popped his. Zai just gonna do the dance with the people in the middle of all that. The BKB from Ritsu here as well. Zai's gonna be able to push himself forward here. Can he get himself away in time? The blinks. No, it's gonna get canceled out. We'll try to buy himself some more time here. Does have the blink. We'll be able to get out, and while all this is going down, look who's in the base. Look who's hitting hit track here. Throws a tree at him and says, haha, you can't stop me. You don't have any sort of stun or lockdown right now. Beast just gets out.
And Pycat finds a double dead. Usually you want to find that before the fight. This might be better. They just killed 3 of them. They can just push in a base. He can shred these towers and Raxus.
I mean, they don't have any buyback on that Omni Knight. They don't buy back on the Disruptor. Like, so, you know, Omni Knight, he's got that refresher shard, but not going to be able to do a whole heck of a lot of it if he's dead.
Go. CCNC crawls on
24 seconds to get in there and get work done. Look at 33, just runs forward, throws out the casual hits here. Bottom lane, Pycat just obliterates that Rax.
Well, PA got the gem back, doesn't mean too much. So they slowly just take away the base. Still full tier 3 tower middle. I'm thinking of like the win condition for Dire. Like that was their best chance. They actually got a 5-on-5 fight, but Moon couldn't survive the onslaught that time. Like they want 5-on-5 fights on the Dire side.
They're just not. Again, we talked about them having a really nice kind of skirmishing lineup.
Yeah.
Boy, have they been doing that.
33. After the early game, he was like 2-0-2. He hasn't had like the most standout game, but he's, I mean, 3-1-6. He's just been all over the place. I actually haven't even seen him in these team fights, I'll be honest, but he's clearly doing something right.
I got a completed assault curious now over on Pycat. Oh my goodness.
Even easier to take some objectives with. And I mean, you see how like Radiant doesn't just push straight forward. They know they can't win a 5-on-5 fight that they don't get to jump on. Zai needs to be a little careful. Oh, but luckily he has the uphill vision on him.
Just goes ahead, uses that Sandstorm just in case. He's feeling real excited, right? You get that double damage rune, you declare I am the carry now. Maybe get a pick off, but we'll just lead them on a little bit of a chase here. I'm sure they're scouting just a bit over here.
That's real. Like, what does Mega Creeps even mean this game, honestly? They have a Medusa and a Battle Fury PA with the 20% cleave. I have a feeling this might just be a long game if they don't just take Throne.
I mean, do we see the Rapier on Medusa again?
I think you're gonna have to, yeah. Oh, she already has it. Okay, my bad. Huh. Well, here we go. Who wins a base race? Who has a glyph?
I don't know. Deuce is doing a lot of damage right now, but look at Tiny. Look at this.
Dude, they're going.
Look at Pycat. They're just running. They're going right for those tier 4s. Oh my goodness.
The backdoor protection for Dire.
A little bit. They're getting creeps in that base though, really, really soon. And meanwhile, though, oh, they'll try to jump forward. They've got their eyes over here on 33. He's going to have to go ahead and use that. There's the Guardian Angel getting used. It looks like Witch Doctor going to buy himself back. They're trying to push him out. They do have that throne open, though. Bra, he turns around. He wants to finish this game, Grant. He says, all right, let's get this done. Second Guardian Angel coming up.
They won.
Double kill coming out for Brile. They're running back. They're trying to deal with it, but they're just focusing on the objective. The fact that Skoda, CC, and C, it doesn't matter.
What the
What
fuck?
is happening? Animal Planet.
What is Animal Planet like? They own. I don't know what else there's to say. We talk about the decision making on Radiant side, and then Dire. Hey, let's just go like when they buy the rapier, you just go straight. I mean, it was the smartest play, right? They know they can base race. They both have glyphs up, but Brile is clearly going to do the most damage. You have a PA as well, and Moon Meander. Wait, sorry. You talk for a little, Moxie. I'm still trying to think what the hell's going on.
I don't know. Like, I mean, I've seen something similar to this. I've seen, I think it was one of the games for the qualifiers. I forget if it was Genting or ESL, Katowice, but like Infamous did something similar to this, where they just had the advantage on their lifesteal and they just crawled into the base. And while there was a big team fight going on in the side of the Dire, lifestealer just hit their buildings. But that was just like, who would have seen that coming? I didn't see it coming. Did you see it coming?
Like right when I saw him walk in, I'm like, wait, is this gonna be a like? I didn't even think they could win a base race. Then I was like, oh wait, that Medusa's really farmed. You see that? Well, Animal Planet just beat OpTic at their own game, right? The whole like pussyfooting around kind of thing. And well, Animal Planet, I guess they didn't pussy, but they just rammed it down middle. And well, guess what?
Phrasing, Grant. Phrasing.
Yeah, I mean, did they not? But Moon also had the Ags, which was nice. He was defending the base. And then he, like, when Brile was taking damage, he just threw up his Aghanim's ulti, which was super nice. So that, I guess, screw the hex, that Aghanim's. That's why Moon's, you know, he's won majors and shit. Wait, he did, right, with OG? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, that guy's good. That guy's pretty good. This is 2-0, Moxie. 2-0 for Animal Planet. I said OpTic was going to 3-0. I'm a dumbass. Animal Planet's legit. Where's OpTic Gaming? They got, I mean, if one team can make the comeback, I feel it's Peter. But any clothing thoughts, Moxie? I appreciate you coming and casting. I'm glad you did.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me. This was an awesome series, game to cast. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, but you know, I'm really excited. I mean, again, I'm super excited to see more teams coming out of NA here and like start putting out more competition. So, yeah, hats off to Animal Planet because man, I did not expect to see this end up this way. Definitely.
I agree. And last thing before you go, do you think it's going to be a 3-0 or will OpTic take Game 3?
Man, I want to see OpTic take a game off. You know, I hate to say it, Grant. I know you've been casting a lot today. I want to see a full 5-series game here.
I'm fine. I just got word that my Game 4 commentator, if a Game 4 happens, will be DC's former player Mason. So if you want to hear Mason cast, then you're rooting for OpTic to win at least one game, or else, guess what, Mason? You're back on the curve, just like DC. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, someone had to say it. All right, well, thank you again, Moxie. I'm sure we'll be casting in the future. It was an honor. You did a great job. And you know what? Well, we're going to head to a quick break. When we get back, Game 3 of Animal Planet vs. OpTic is coming right up.